Hey guys, what's up? OzEyeAm here, coming back with another Project Ascension video. This is the fourth and final video on Ozze. Things didn't quite go as good as they could, but they went pretty well. I hope you guys enjoyed the video, and we will see you at the end of it. Alright, this might be 48. Let's keep the melee abilities coming, or a kick would be dope. Okay. I mean, I'm pretty sure I have to take Blade Flurry, right? It's only one additional target, but it also increases my attack speed. It's not the greatest thing, but neither is Ghostly Strike. Ghostly Strike just increases your dodge, 20-second cooldown. The thing that sucks is both of them use a talent point, and my talents are going to be so tight. I'm going to have to drop points out of like improved Mark of the Wild, improved Fortitude, so that I can get all my Whirlwind, Slam, Mortal Strike, all that stuff upgrades. But I'm going to take Blade Flurry, because of course, you know, Sentry Totem's amazing. No, I'm just kidding. I'm taking Blade Flurry. So this is definitely a first for me. First time I've ever had 3 buffs. Guess I could macro them all together. This one will be 120 seconds once I put the points into it, if I decide to do that. Because I need to take Blood Frenzy at 50, Wrecking Crew at 55, and on the Fury side, we gotta take Blood Surge at 50, and Unending Fury at 55. And then also if we, well, for sure I'm going to take Mortal Strike, so that's another point, and then improve Mortal Strike, that's another 3 points. Probably Two-Handed Weapon Mastery will be my 1-on-1. And then the other ability, I'm almost sure that I'm gonna take Emo, but I'm not positive. Not positive if I want to take Hemo or if I just want to slam spam. Spam. Just be like only warrior abilities other than Blast Wave. Hemo would be nice though, for that debuff it puts on the target. And also an energy spender. Yeah, but I'm probably gonna end up with like, I don't know, 26 or 27 points in arms, and I think 11 or 12 in fury. I guess I can always drop these 3 too, but I do like the extra damage on the Thunderclap. Anyway, we'll carry on and we'll see you at level 50. I hit level 50 there a little unexpectedly, killed an elite.
More work.
Counterattack. Would have loved to have that on my other character. Frost Trap is a no. Counterattack's really not going to do anything for me. Comes active after you parry. I know that you can make that, like if you have Mongoose Spot, you can make it on use, but man, I had such high hopes for this character. It's going down the drain. Feign Death it is. That at least has some PvP capabilities. You know, you can feign death to cast, all that type of stuff. Last second before somebody gets a cast off, you can feign death and whatever. Or if you're out in the world fighting and a bunch of mobs are on somebody or on you, and somebody's fighting you and they happen to do a little bit of AoE, you can feign death and all the mobs will go on them. You know, there's a little bit of things you can do with it, but anyway, we'll see at 52. Alright, we're going to go ahead and pop an XP pot, turn in a bunch of quests, and then I have some elite quests to go do. Let me clean out my bags first. Definitely going to get to 52 here. I don't think 54, but I think these elite quests will probably get me all the way to 55 once I finish them up. Oh, I didn't even notice I got Gut Ripper and Black Skull Shield. That's for, oh, and a bow of Syrian arrows. I already have one of those, but whatever. If it's ever dying, it gets taken off my body, I guess I'll have another one. Oh, I need to get bullets too. There a dude here. That's not really important. Get rid of these though. This. Same gloves I'm wearing. Yep. Alright, so now we pop this pot. We find the low level quest to turn in. This one's probably gonna be grayed out by the time I get there to it. Rev 46. A little bit higher. Alright, I think this is where we start. Just like that, huh? Frostband. Oh, we're definitely taking Frostband. Not the greatest pickup since we already have Flame Tongue, but I don't know. I'd almost say we could take this like a shaman route and get Lava Lash and all that kind of stuff and Storm Strike, but we have Rend Overpower and all this other good stuff that's meant for two-handed. Probably only gonna get me to 53. Yeah, I don't think that one's gonna be enough to get me to 54. Oh, it actually might be. Yeah, I was just gonna run and turn this in and then do these elite quests. Actually, I think that's what I'm gonna do anyway. I'm gonna skip all these. Although if I do this one, I think I eventually get one that's for these elites up here. So maybe I will just do this one too. I'll jump back in once I hit 54, which will probably be really quick. All right, we're gonna turn this in and get 54. Scattershot, Holy Shield, Hand of Sack. Well, obviously we're gonna take Scattershot. We got a macro for this, yeah. We got Scattershot and Fear for that. Oh yeah, I forgot to put Frostband on my bar too. Let's see, frost spell damage, but I was in 114 additional frost damage. I think that's actually more damage than the flame tongue, yeah, so we'll probably use that for now. 114 versus 30 to 94. And this does reduce damage to players too, whereas does not. So we'll use Frostband. Change our power auras. This is called oh, I forgot to put it on my bar. So there's that. And we will see you guys at 56. Alright, still got the potion going, so turning all these in should be 56. And our last chance to get something really impactful.
What you want? Okie dokie. We see it.
He's gonna make that weapon for me. I'll go turn this in while he's doing that. Looks like I'm gonna have to make another melee character though. That did not quite turn out the way I wanted him to. Well, at least we end with kings. That's a good buff to end it on.
Nice.
Who knows, maybe I'll get really lucky with rerolls. Oh, so close to 57. Sneeze and get 57. I don't have any room cloth on me. But anyway, so we'll probably catch you at 60. The way things are going, I just don't see anybody anywhere. But we'll either see when I actually can get into. So, oh, people getting banned for botting. Cannot dual box anymore, no matter what you're doing. High risk, low risk, can't do it. Anyway, we'll probably see at 60 unless I get in some PvP in Winter Spring. This might be level 60. If not, we'll run through the cave and get it. Very uneventful out here, to say the least. Thought Slayer's out here murdering people in no risk, but other than that, I don't know, haven't been getting challenged. Maybe it's because of my hit points, but people just take off running whenever I get near somebody. But we'll pick it back up when I'm in Orgrimmar and picking my towns. I have a pretty good idea what I'm gonna do, but we'll see you then. Alright, so we're level 60 and all finished up. Thank you, Thought Slayer, for the sword. I don't have very good gear. I don't know what my item level is. 55.8. I got a couple items, but man, stuff is so overpriced right now. I think my rings and my neck really bring down my item level. Probably this Gun too, yeah. Everything else is in the 50s would be okay, but my gun, my ring, my neck, probably this thing. No, that's alright, I guess. Anyway, as you can tell, I went ahead and bought Mortal Strike. I bought Mortal Strike, and I also bought Silence, of course, because I didn't have a kick. And the other thing that I bought was Two-Handed Weapon Mastery. If you have Battle Stance and you don't pick up Two-Handed Weapon Mastery and you're, a two-handed build, you crazy. It's a lot more damage. But anyway, I'll go over my build real quick. Starting at the Resto Druid, it's just 1 point because I have Omen and Clarity. Beast Mastery is the only point I think I have outside of the Warrior Tree, just for my rapid killing. So my enchants on my trinkets and my weapon will, the RE for this ability, Rapid Recoup, will proc, and I'll get 6% of my mana back every 2 seconds. Every time I kill something that gives me honor experience, you don't have to have hunter abilities to make that work. You just pick this up, you get the buff. Whenever you kill something, it gives you honor experience, and then that makes this RE work. Let's see, Survival Hunter, my point is Scattershot. Shadow Priest I just showed you was Silence. Combat Rogue, Blade Flurry. I feel like I skipped something. Yeah, Fire Mage. Blast Wave. This has actually turned out to be really nice, man. This thing hits hard. Can crit for over 1,000. Pretty good. I picked it originally just because it was a level 30 spell, and I figured that I could use that to roll out of it if it ever popped up as one of my rollouts to have a chance to get Wind Fury. Right now the rollout cards are out of the game. Anyway, in Arms Warrior, the meat of the stick here, 30 points in Arms Warrior. Of course, Rend, bleed damage, anything to improve that, charge, anything to improve overpower, anything to get more crit, make overpower use whenever Rend ticks. Trauma, of course, you gotta take that. I also have Slam, so improve Slam. We bought Mortal Strike, improve Mortal Strike, of course, to make it a slow, increase the damage, all that good stuff. Unrelenting for more damage from overpower. And what is it? Overpower and something else. Oh, and if you hit somebody while they're casting a heal or a spell, it'll be 50% less. That's kind of cool. Blood Frenzy, more attack speed, and more physical damage. Two-handed weapon mastery, 10% more physical damage, 25% more rage. Wrecking Crew, of course, you got to pick that too. Overpower, Mortal Strike, Execute, Rend, Blade Storm, all do 15% more damage for 12 seconds anytime you get a crit. And then in the Fury Tree, I also got Whirlwind when I was leveling, so improve Whirlwind, Death Wish, 3 points in precision for hit and crit, 3 points in Blood Surge to make it anytime I use Mortal Strike or Whirlwind, I have a chance to get an instant slam that does 10% more damage, and then also the 15% more damage from Slam and Whirlwind, and then 3 points in the Prot Tree for increased Thunderclap. But yeah, we ended up with Mark of the Wild, Power Word, Fortitude, Blessing of Kings, and then we also ended up with Frostbrand Weapon and Flame Tongue Weapon for our buffs. Feign Death, Fear, Scattershot, and then our attacks we've been talking about: Mortal Strike, Whirlwind, Slam, Rend, Overpower, Silence, Thunderclap, Blast Wave, Shadow Word Pain suck, Lightning Bolt suck. Our cooldowns, the Blade Flurry, Death Wish, we got Rejuve, we got Holy Light, and then 2 defensive cooldowns, Ice Block and Divine Protection. So overall, a really good build. It would be better, of course, with Wind Fury. What melee build wouldn't be? Wind Fury and a stun would be great. We're definitely going to roll, we're going to roll out skills, and we're going to try to get rid of Lightning Bolt, and we're going to try to get rid of Shadow Word Pain. And then after that, we'll probably get rid of Blast Wave or Flame Tongue. Just try to keep rolling until we get Wind Fury and a stun of some sort. It really depends on what other abilities you get, because then I could roll out of silence if I get another kick and pick something else up and that kind of thing. But right now what I have, since I can't roll out of anything because that is down, right now what I have is 5 skill cards. So let's see if we get anything good. What? We'll just use them all and then see what they are. All right, and we get explosive trap, frenzied regeneration. What? Sunder armor, blessing of kings, frostbrand weapon. Are you kidding me? I don't know, man. I'm just not a fan of this season. I really thought that they would let us roll our abilities at level 1, just pick whatever we wanted. All it does is make you sit there for hours rolling. Nobody's leaving the starting area until they get the 4 they want, or at the very least the 3 they want. And now it's 50 marks for these 5, and they're account bound. You can't sell them or trade them, so why not let us make it cost 150, but we get to pick the 1 talent that we want. I don't understand it. And then also the rolling out of skills, you turn the item in, and each time you use one, by the way, the next one that you get is more expensive, and you use it and it just pops up 3 spells out of all the spells in your book, and hey, do you want to get rid of one of these? And if you don't, then you just burnt that item. It's not a very good system. I feel like last year, or last expansion, that is season 3, was a better season than season 4. I mean, you can get a more concentrated build this season, I guess, but if you don't end up with the things that you want at level 60, it's going to be really hard for you to actually roll into things that you do want. For instance, if I roll out a Shadow Word Pain, I can only get other spells that are available at level 1. I can't get just any old thing. Even though I think I got Shadow Word Pain in like my 40s or something like that. So if 3 abilities come up that you don't like, try to pick an ability that, even though it might not be any use to you, pick an ability that is in a level range of an ability that you would like. Say if you want Mortal Strike, try to pick an ability that says it's level 40 to get it, so you'll have a better chance if you can ever get lucky enough to re-roll that thing. Same with Lightning Bolt. So these are both going to be spells that can be used up to level 10. So the best things I could really hope for would be, like, I would say Sinister Strike, but my rotation is pretty full with what I have. But Sinister Strike, Sprint maybe, the Pally Stun, obviously that'd be great. But I mean, my odds of getting Lightning Bolt or Shadow Word Pain to pop up are pretty low. And to be honest, if Blast Wave popped up, even though it's really good, I would have to roll it out to try to get Wind Fury, because there aren't a ton of level 30 spells, and that's about as closely concentrated as you get to get that ability. Anyway, I'm kind of rambling on here, but my build is pretty strong. I just have horrible gear. 760 attack power. I mean, that's not horrible for being brand new to level 60. Like I said, Thought Slayer hooked me up with this blade, which, you know, the top end damage isn't anything great, but the item level is good. That's why I'm wearing these 2 trinkets too, also as the item level for cheap. I'll wear green rings if I need to get my item level up, just so I can go out and start farming. Get above item level 58 so you can get raid gear that's out right now. But other than that, I think that I'm going to do an Iron Man next. There's only a few weeks left that I'm going to be playing. This Classic's coming out. So I think I'm gonna try an Iron Man next, just to, you know, feel that frustration when I charge and fall through a hill. Maybe I'll play a caster so I don't have to worry about that. Because on this character alone, I probably died, I don't know how many times. Say if this character's died 10 times, 9 out of 10 has been when I charged and fell through the world. But maybe I'll do a caster build for my hardcore Iron Man. That's probably a good way to go. Okay guys, we're gonna go ahead and wrap up the series on Ozzy there. We're really hoping that they re-enable rerolls pretty soon, because they've been disabled for a day or two now, and that we can get lucky and get Wind Fury. If we can get Wind Fury and you know, hopefully roll out of our word Pain and Lightning Bolt, this build will be pretty good. But I hope you guys enjoyed the video series on Ozzy, and until next time, y'all have a good one.